Hello dear children. Today I am going to explain you relative cell referencing in MS Excel. So children, let us first understand what is a relative cell reference. So a relative cell reference recognizes the change in location of a cell and updates the formula accordingly. This means that when a formula is copied across the different cells, they change automatically based on the relative position of cell. Let us understand this thing with the help of an example. Here I have taken an example of I have taken an example in Excel sheet. Here are the name of some articles given like craft table, face painting, photo booth, karaoke, ring toss and snacks corner. Here these are some items whose amount we have to add. These are the amounts of different groups that we have to add and write it here. We have to write here in a separate column. So here we will use relative cell referencing for adding of all these items. Okay, so let us start. Here these are the groups, different groups: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 and group 5 and group 6. So we want to add the items, amount of the items. So here what we will do is we will write here equals to, firstly we will write equals to after equals to we will add a bracket, we will open a bracket, we will write sum and then we will open a bracket and then we will write here C4 colon H4. Now children, why have we written C4 and H4 here? Because C4, just because it is present in the C column, fourth row of C column. This value, from this value to this value we are adding. H4 means the value present in the H column and the fourth row. H4 stands for the fourth row, H column, value of H column of fourth row. Okay, so we have to add the values from C4 means from this value to this value, means we have to add this entire row. So we will enter it and then we will get this value. After that, what we will do to get the value of all the rows, we will simply do one thing. We will not do it manually. We will do one thing. We will do fill handle. Just go to the corner of the cell. Here we will go here in the corner of the cell and will drag this to the last row. And here we will get the value of addition of the values of all the rows. Now let us understand it. Why did it happen? Because it is a relative cell referencing. Because the value, the formula automatically changed when we used the relative cell referencing. Okay. Now let's see. Suppose we clicked on the fifth row of I column and let's see the formula. Here it is written sum equal to C5 colon H5. This is what I am saying, that the formula has changed while we moved to the other shell. Now let's move to the other shell and here we will see that the formula is again different over here. Let's see this cell. Here the value is equal to sum C6 colon H6. This means the formula changed itself relatively. When the formula moved to the next shell, it automatically changed itself. For example, in the 7th row it is equal to sum C7 H7, and in the 8th row it is equal to sum C8 colon H8. This means that we have used relative cell referencing and the formula is changing itself automatically. So children, let us understand about absolute cell reference. What is an absolute cell reference? When the cell reference remains fixed, it is known as absolute cell reference. In relative cell reference, when there was change in location, the formula was getting updated automatically. But this does not happen in the case of absolute cell reference. In absolute cell reference, we fix one of the values. Okay? So let us understand with the help of an example. Here I have taken an example of some of classes, like these are the classes grades, which is 6A, 6B, 6C, 7A, 7B, and 7C. Okay, so in here this is the amount, this is the number of tickets sold by each of the class. So these are the numbers which the number of tickets the classes has sold, and here is the amount per ticket. Okay, so what we have to do here is we have to calculate the total amount that a class has received, while total amount of money the class has received by selling these tickets. So here we will write the amount. In this column we will calculate the amount. Okay children, so this is the place where we will calculate the amount. So let us calculate the amount. How will we calculate? Let's see. So we will write equal to here, and then we will open the bracket, and then we will write here B5. Why have we written B5? Because it is located, the cell position is 5th row of B column multiplied by B13. So then we will click it over here, and then we will get the answer. The answer is 1000. So we multiplied this value with this value and we got the answer over here. Fine. Now let us do fill handle. Now let us do the fill handle. Here now we are going to do fill handle. But what is this? We got 0. And why we got 0? We got 0 because we are doing it with the help of relative cell reference. When the formula moves to the next cell, like B6, see children, when the formula moved to this cell B6, when suppose the formula moved and it was written like B6, then what happened? This row also changed. It must be B6 into B13, but it became B6 into 14. And here in the 14th row the value is 0. There is no value. So it became 0. Okay. Let us see it in the another cell also. Let us see in the another cell. Here also the formula became B7 into B15. Means we want this thing to be updated, but we need not this thing to be updated. It should not be B15, it must be B13. Are you getting my point, children? This value must be B13 instead of B15 because we have used here relative cell reference. The value has been changed automatically. Okay, so to overcome this problem, what we will do, we will make this value absolute. Okay, so let us see what should we do here. In this thing, what we will do, we will go to the first shell, means we will go to the shell of C column, fifth row of C column, and here the value that we want to make absolute, I mean the value that we don't want to change, and the value is B13. So here what we will do, we will write B13 as $B $13. Okay, and when we will write this thing, the value of B13 will get fixed. Okay, let us see what happens. Here we wrote $B $13, and after writing this, what happened? Let us do the fill handle and see what happens. Here we got the result, because this happened because this value was fixed. When we wrote $B $13, then this value became fixed, means this value, the formula will not move to the next shell, which is 14th row. The formula will not move to the 14th row, and this value will become fixed, and then we will get the answer. Okay children, so this is all about absolute cell referencing. I hope you liked this video. Children, if you really like this video and if you want me to make more videos like this, do subscribe my channel and share this video. Okay children, till then, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.